Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with game number 1 of the fourth match from the 2005 Ever OSL. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. We got two excellent gamers here. XellOs versus GoRush, competing to get that third place title, get that little bronze medal, put it up on their mantle next to the other medals that these two players both have. They both have multiple medals. GoRush just recently getting his first real gold in a top-tier tournament, getting the MSL Championship. So he is actually on fire right now. A little bit surprised that he's not in the finals, to be honest. I was expecting him to get past Goodfriend, but Goodfriend just pulled it off there, man. Changing up the builds a little bit and just somehow pulled it out. But GoRush has been on a tear. Kind of expecting him to beat XellOs too, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. XellOs, of course, is a legend as well. He's got more titles under his belt, but they were mostly from a couple of years ago. And so he is has some proving here to do as well. So we'll see how that goes for him as well. But just an absolute top-notch gamer. Before we get too far into this game, I want to mention a couple things. One, I'm still traveling. And I want to apologize. I thought I was going to be able to keep up my streaming schedule somehow while I was traveling. You know, maybe missed days sometimes. But it's actually so hard to get a place where you can stream when you're on the road. It actually takes a substantial internet speed to stream. I won't go into all the details of that right now, but it's really difficult to find that. And even if, you know, usually coffee shops or whatever don't have that much, although coffee shops are not really open right now either, so that's part of the issue. But you know, if you get a motel room, usually even that's pretty crappy internet. So haven't really been able to do that. I've been able to squeeze in some casting here and there, but it hasn't really lined up with the streaming times that I want to do. So anyways, apologies for that, but just wanted to say sorry that I haven't been able to stream, and kind of an announcement that I don't think I will be able to stream at all for the rest of the time I'm traveling. But don't give up hope, because I'm probably only going to be on the road for another week or so. And so soon I should be able to, I'll be staying with family, and I'll be able to get back to streaming regularly, hopefully. By the way, let me know if you guys want to, if you're interested in me like putting out a video about my the trip that I've been making. I've got a bunch of photos and some. Okay, this is interesting. The SCV is scouting in here. He's actually pulled a bunch of drones here, preemptively. I think maybe he must have seen these Marines or something like that. But he's pulled several drones here to deal with these Marines. One drone goes down very quickly. The Marine goes down very quickly as well. That other Marine is about to die, and he actually gets a drone kill and then starts running around in circles, gets away. Another Marine's going to come in here to reinforce. And so some damage done here. But, you know, wow, another drone goes down. So he's actually killed 3 drones for losing 2 Marines. That's actually a pretty good trade right there. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. You know, I was almost thinking like it was an overreaction to pull so many drones because it was only 1 barracks, but it turned out to be kind of necessary. Now this counterattack, though, it could be pretty strong as well, because now XellOs doesn't really have much to deal with this because he only had the 1 barracks. And he's actually going to command center right now. These Zerglings coming across the map are a bit of a threat. And it looks like XellOs is going to wisely pull back behind his little line here. Oh, no, some of the Marines are stuck outside the wall. Get back in the wall! Get back in the wall. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That Marine, I'm sorry, that SCV deserves a promotion. It decided it's going to make that depot from inside the gap. So even if the Zerglings wanted to get through there and attack that Marine, which wouldn't have really been the best move to do, but still, it was like, I'm going to hold this line. And whoa, that Marine was rallied somewhere weird and couldn't go there and started running out in the middle of the map instead. He's like, wait a minute, this is where I was supposed to, That's what he said. I heard him. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but I heard it. Anyway, so fear not, VODs and chill streams will be back before too long. So sorry about that. Same thing with the replay, I know you guys love the replay casts, and I haven't been able to do those lately at all. And that's just because it's, you know, that doesn't obviously have to do with the streaming as much, but it's harder to set up. It's a little bit harder to set up and get going. With the VOD, it's pretty easy. I just hit the VOD, hit go. So it's less time intensive, but also the video files for the replay VODs are actually pretty enormous, and so I can't actually even upload them if I only have crap internet as well. So that's kind of part of it there. So, but anyway, so hopefully soon we'll get back to VODs and chill streams every week. We'll get back to having some replay VODs mixed in as well. And yeah. Any case, getting back into this game, GoRush planting down a third base on the top right of the map. It's kind of a, not hidden, but a protected expansion. It's like behind the minerals there. Very vulnerable to drops, though. If XellOs wants to go ahead and drop that location because of the fact that it's behind the minerals, you can't actually get your own units there very easily. I didn't even realize before, but recently, I don't remember which game it is, but I believe Zerglings can, I saw that Zerglings can squeeze behind the minerals and get back there, so it's not completely undefensible. But man, every time I see SCVs going like that, it just, something in my brain remembers every single time a boxer game that I saw a million years ago or something like that. I don't know. I always think, oh, he's doing a rush. He's going all in. You know, it's probably, I'll bet it's probably because of Klazart, actually, because Klazart would get excited about that too, if the SCVs were being pulled. Anyway, I always, and then a moment later I realized, like, oh, nope, he's just transferring SCVs to his expansion. It's, you know, it's several minutes into the game. It's not an all-in rush. But it takes me a minute to figure that out. Anyway, GoRush building a number of sunken colonies here, and the spire in the background. Is XellOs going to go in here? It looks like we had a couple shots fired. A couple shots kind of squished. Some always make like kind of a squishing sound, don't they? Make like a squishy mush sound when they do their tentacles. We had a couple of those, whatever they are, and a couple shots fired against the Marines, but it looks like he's not actually going to go in. He's just kind of poking the front door. This is like the Sunken Colony Inspection Squad, where they pull up and they say, "Up, yep, just a routine check here, just checking to make sure you have the allotted amount of sunken colonies built. You do have enough sunken colonies? Okay, great. We're gonna go home then. That's fine. Just checking. What would happen? Will be the fine if you didn't have enough sunken colonies? We would kill you. You'd absolutely destroy everything. You know, that little force is a little small little medic marine force, but with the fire bat there and a couple medics, if there were no sunkens there, they would demolish everything. Firebat can, with a couple medics, can kill basically infinite Zerglings, so would have demolished them. So going for lots of sunkens. Oh, that is actually a greater spire morphing. Oh, he went straight hive. He went straight hive. When the spire finished, he didn't make mutalisks. He just went straight in and built the greater spire first. So that's intense. Second starport going down now for XellOs, by the way. He has a ton of units outside of GoRush's base, and if he doesn't have, he has sunken. Okay, the mutalisks are out actually, so he might be able to, and he's actually going in. It sounds like he did go in. The firebat's in the front, taking some hits. The medics are in the back with the Marines, so the firebat does go down, and the mutalisks are in play though, so they're going to be able to. Oh my gosh, and even a couple Zerglings there as well. He's going to polish everything up. That was a huge. I'm not going to say blunder because I don't think it was a bad choice, but a hugely disadvantageous attack there by XellOs. Look at that. He didn't kill a single sunken colony. He lost like 15 Marines, maybe more, a few medics, a firebat there, and he killed what? He killed like maybe a couple mutas and a few lings. That was absolutely an enormous win for GoRush. He has a huge advantage right now. I think it was like XellOs, he thought that the mutalisks weren't there. And so he went in. And if there are no mutalisks and there's no Zerglings, he does, I think, take that out. Because there was 4 sunkens, maybe 5. But I think 2 were morphing. And maybe maybe if he goes in 7 seconds earlier, he wins the game there. But he just didn't quite go in early enough. The mutas were out, the Sunkens were finishing, and there were Zerglings in play as well. And so just demolished that attack very easily. And now he just went straight Greater Spire. Wow, this is really fast Guardians. So now he has the Guardians here. Now XellOs is making the race that we saw earlier. He's got 2 starports, but there's a Devourer and Mutalisks there, like to protect the Guardians. He's not even going with the Scourge. Sometimes you see that they'll go with Scourge, and the Scourge just don't do quite enough to kill the Wraiths. So having the mutas with the Devourer, and he hasn't lost any mutas, so he's got plenty of air power to pull this off. He's got a defense here, and he's actually gone with the Science Vessels to follow up. In addition to the Wraiths, he's got 2 Wraiths there. But look at this, he's just losing everything in his natural right now. The Guardians are just mopping up all the turrets, destroying everything, now starting to attack the command center. It looks like GoRush is definitely going to force, he forces the lift there, and GoRush getting 2 extra bases around the map at this time. Do we have enough for an irradiate? There's 1 irradiate, second irradiate goes down, but the irradiate went off on the damaged Guardian. It died immediately, very little splash damage done, and GoRush is continuing to morph Greater Spire units, and so, he's actually, what is rated there? Oh, there's another Guardian there. And now he's actually going in. He's going in. Oh, he's just straight up attacking the Science Vessels with the Mutalisks and the Devourer as well. There's Wraiths there. They've cloaked, and they're actually attacking the Guardians. He just needs to take out the Guardians, and that will basically make him in a decent position. Because then he can deal with the rest of it with Marines. But where is Marines, though? His Marines have run across the map. He's actually ferrying Marines into the main base. The Marines have stimmed in, but there's no medics there. And there's a ton of Mutalisks. Oh my gosh, he's just continuing to make Mutalisks at home. So he has a ton of Mutalisks for this counterattack. And they mop up the Marines before anything is done. He just did some damage to some buildings. That will grow back. Zerg buildings are lizards, apparently. They can just regrow. And now this other drop on the extra base there is mopped up as well by a ton of Mutalisks. He's got so many Mutalisks. He brought some back home from the attack, I believe, once the Guardians were dead, and just absolutely mops up. But again, oh, look at this. He's going to catch this dropship as it's dropping out some units that were on the back there to try and attack the new 4th base. GoRush now has 5 bases. 5 bases. Now, they're not all mining yet, but he's got a 5th base morphing right now. XellOs has snuck in a 3rd base, though, and he's building turrets there. He's going to need a ton of turrets, though. Oh, the queen is out, ladies and gentlemen. We got a queen. He's going for the command center snipe. Let's do some mathematics right here. Oh, disgusting. This goes right into the Marines. Let's do some math here. 24 Mutalisks plus 1 queen plus 1 command center equals... We're about to see it. It equals a possession. Nope, the Wraiths got the queen! Oh no, he repaired the command center and the Wraiths sniped the queen! Oh, that's unfortunate. That would have been nice and epic. I don't think that he's going to win this by any means still, but Overlord's there in case there are any more cloaked Wraiths come out there. But he actually sniped the queen to protect the command center. And it's actually interesting because he actually stopped focusing the command center for a moment just so the queen could cap it without him killing it. And in that time, he repaired it. And so he missed out on that opportunity there, but that command center is just going to die as a result instead of getting infested there. So tons of Mutalisks still left there. Look at this just little turret farm over here. I mean, this is like one of the wind farms. I drove through Southern California in the desert there. They have these massive wind farms there. And there's just tons of windmills all over the place, and that's basically what XellOs is going on over here. He's trying to build build some infrastructure that will get him the energy to win this game, but GoRush says no thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and kill everything here. Scourge come in, taking out the vessels. Irradiates go down, but there's just so many Mutas to spare, and they are spaced apart, so the splash damage is minimal. All the turrets die. All the SCVs die. The command center is going to die. XellOs is going to die. And we're going to see GoRush take game number 1 of this best of 5 series, ladies and gentlemen. A very exciting first game. We didn't get quite to see that queen capture, but it was still pretty cool game. And we got, just for good measure, we're gonna get lurkers and defilers and stuff. Might as well. We got 17 bases. You can do kind of whatever you want as a Zerg, especially when the Terran has 0 mining bases. His main is almost mined out. He's got no natural. He's got no third. Looks like he might his natural back, but still. I like this. GoRush not taking anything for granted. Just because he has 3 dozen Mutalisks doesn't mean that he's gonna. Oh, he's just gonna attack move Mutas onto the Marines. It's that bad. And actually, he's forced to fall back, and he loses a lot of Mutalisks there. Was that GoRush being a little cocky, a little overzealous? Oh, sorry, overzealous, and losing too many Mutalisks? Did he just let Zealous back into the game? He didn't. He didn't. He's still way far ahead. But for some drama's sake, we'll say maybe he can get back in it. I mean, that was a big mistake, but it's like, oh, look at those Guardians. Oh, disgusting. He made a big mistake there. I thought he could just A-move as well on his Mutas and defeat those Marines, but he just couldn't quite do it. The Marines might have better upgrades than I realized. Now Zealous is marching across the map with that group of Marines. And he's going to try and do some damage to, I don't know where, actually. What is he going to do here? Nope, not if he's lost so many vessels. He's lost 4 or 5 vessels this game. If he had all those still alive, he may have a chance, I guess, because then he could use them to irradiate all these Guardians, but here come the guards. And I don't know if the shock on that woman's face was because of the Guardians or because she was on camera, but okay, here's the last-ditch attempt. The Irradiate goes down on the Defiler. It looks like Nope, there we go. Consume is upgraded. Dark Swarm goes down. Lurkers under the Dark Swarm. GoRush becomes unkillable. And Zealous is forced to admit defeat on game number 1. Chill as a cucumber there, regardless of his loss. What a boss Zealous is. Taken defeat in stride. I want to go back and watch some of the games that he won when he was back on fire in like 2003. That'd be cool. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching game number 1 of this best of 5 series. We're gonna be getting into game number 2 before too terribly long. And again, you know what? Hopefully before too terribly long, we're gonna get back into some live streams and some replay casts and what have you. And we got the finals coming up too, and I'm actually not even sure what I'm going to do about the finals because I'm not going to do a live cast of the finals, but I'm not sure. I still want to do them justice and do a little bit of production action on the finals, but I don't know if I'll have the time or ability. But actually maybe I'll be done traveling by the time I'm looking at doing the finals, and then we'll do some of the stuff. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. GG, and take care.